Tacha, yellow gari or hand pounded yam?
Hand pounded yam.
Yeah, that's Port Harcourt food. You know, growing up in Port Harcourt, I mean, if you go to any restaurant and they don't have native soup, that restaurant's menu is not meat. This soup has to be on the menu. So Tacha being a Calabari girl, right?
Yeah, Calabari.
This is Calabari food. I wanted to make unu fish
Calabari.
stew, you know, but I had to decide to fish stew and the native soup.
Native is great. I can see crab in it.
Are you a crab person?
I am.
Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you how I prepared this bowl of native soup, seafood native soup. Now before we get on with the cooking of today, I would like to remind you to hit the subscribe button. That is, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel. It is Tastebudzng on YouTube, Tastebudzng on Instagram, and Tastebudzng on Facebook. And remember to hit that notification bell. That way, you will get notified each time we upload a new video. Now, welcome once again to my YouTube channel, and thank you to all the wonderful people that have subscribed to this channel. I tremendously love you and keep watching this channel. We have so much in store for you. Now we start by introducing our African giant snails into our pot. And then we're going to throw in our washed acid dried fish or any dried fish of your choice, followed by our dried stockfish. And then we're going to pour in some tap water. You want to cover your entire ingredients with enough water because we're going to be cooking it for a while. Now you can see we have our cleaned crabs here and our cleaned prawns. We also have our red snapper fish already washed and cleaned. As you can see, we have no scales on it, and we're taking out the time to get all the dirt from within the fish. We also have here our chopped Uziza leaves. Some people might like to use Uziza or some other kind of leaves, but today I'm using Uziza leaves. And here we have Ngolo, known as whelk or sea snails. We also have our periwinkles already cleaned. We have our red scotch bonnet pepper blended, our crayfish blended, some red organic palm or our Ofor powder. Ofor seeds blended will get you that powdery substance over there. And we also have our red blended onions. So here are all the ingredients we're going to be using today in the preparation of our native soup. So now I'm just going to drizzle a bit of my seasoning cubes in my pot of snails and dried fish. I'm going to add a bit of salt and some Cameroon pepper. You can also add your blended Scotch bonnet pepper, that is optional, and you can choose not to add it. Now you're going to drizzle a generous amount of blended crayfish into your pot of soup and some blended red onions into your pot of soup. Now you're going to stir everything together and allow it to simmer for about 10 minutes or 15 minutes. You do want all your ingredients to be incorporated into your snails and your stockfish. So you're going to cover up your pot and allow this to simmer. Now we're going to pour in our red palm oil into our wok or frying pan, and we're going to heat it up for about 3 to 4 minutes. We do not want it to get to a smoking point. We just need it to be warm enough in order for us to mix our Ofor powder. Now, in the absence of the Ofor powder, you can also use your achi powder. And for some people living in the United States or in UK and are unable to get the Ofor or achi powder, they go as far as using multi-purpose flour. Yes, multi-purpose flour. You can use that, but it's not going to give you the natural flavor that the native soup is meant to have. Now we're going to go back to our boiling pot and introduce our Uziza spices into our pot of soup. The Uziza spice adds a bit of sting to the soup. It makes it spicy and very flavorful. And then we're going to be introducing our already washed crabs into our pot of soup. And we're going to allow the crabs to simmer for about 5 minutes. And then we're going to bring it right out. Remember to add your sea snails at this point. You want it to be tender, but at the same time, you want it to be crunchy. Yes, you do not want your sea snails to be too soggy. So this is the best time to introduce your sea snail into your pot of soup. Now, in the next 5 to 10 minutes, take out your already cooked crabs. You do not want your crabs piercing into the flesh of your fresh fish. That is why we have to take out the crabs before we introduce our washed red snapper fish into our pot of soup. Remember, this is the only way to cook your fresh fish in this whole pot of soup and still have your fish intact at the end of the cooking. Now we're going to be introducing our washed red snapper fish into our pot of soup and our already cleaned prawns. Remember, you just took out your cooked crabs in order to prevent your fish from being mushy. So we're introducing our clean prawns and red snapper fish into the big pot of soup. Ensure the stock of the soup or the broth of the soup covers the entire fish, and then you cover your pot and allow it to simmer for about 7 to 10 minutes. After taking out your cooked fish, you just might want to add a little bit more tap water into your pot of soup. That way you have enough liquid to mix your Ofor and palm oil slurry. It is time to introduce your Ofor and palm oil slurry into your pot of soup. Now, be careful when you're doing this addition. You do not want your soup to be too thick and you do not want your soup to be too runny. So introduce your slurry a little at a time to ensure you have the perfect consistency that you would love. When you have gotten the perfect consistency that suits your taste buds, you can now taste for salt, taste for spice, taste for pepper, blended crayfish, and all the ingredients. Ensure you have the perfect amount of ingredients in your pot of soup. And if you feel the need to add additional red Scotch bonnet pepper, please be my guest. Now it is time to introduce our periwinkles to our pot of soup. Once you introduce your periwinkles into your pot of soup, you know it is about time to turn off the heat. In the next 3 to 4 minutes, your soup should be all set and ready. So now, after we're done with the introduction of the periwinkles, we're going to be introducing our chopped Uziza leaves. Remember, you can choose to add Uziza leaves or add any other leaves of your choice. But today, I am using Uziza leaves. Now, our pot of native soup, seafood native soup, is all ready. Remember to reintroduce your already cooked fresh fish. And for today's cooking, my choice of fish was red snapper fish. So now that my pot of soup is all set, I'm just going to introduce my already cooked fish right on top of my soup. Now, this is the best way to get your native soup with seafood prepared without having your fish scotched, without having your fish all mushy or in bits and pieces. So, voila! Our soup is all ready. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for our next recipe upload. Bye-bye.